Top of the top, we are back at the spot. This is week 7 at the 208 Rental Street project. We just had our inspections, so I got a lot to talk about with you guys. I'm gonna go through what happened with our inspections. But first, as always, you already know, I need you to like, share, subscribe, and send this to 3 people. Hold up, that's 2. 3 people. And we're gonna get started. So let's roll. Okay, so first off, like I just said, we just had our inspection. We had our rough-in inspection, which we've actually been waiting on for a while, right? And the reason I'm telling you guys that is because in construction, time is money, money is time, and we've been waiting on this inspection for a while. This was actually supposed to happen about a week and a half ago, and we had some of the inspection happen, but the electrical didn't happen. The electrical guy was out doing some training, and it was just a lot of different, I'm not gonna say excuses, but you know, with the county, they had a lot of stuff going, and then my contractor was trying to work with them to get the inspection. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because when you are doing rehabs, when you're trying to be in this business, you have to take it upon yourself to be the inspector, the contractor, the business owner. So I just went down to the city myself. I went down to the county's office where they do the residential building inspections. I talked to the manager like, hey, we requested this inspection on the 11th. You had some guys come out on the 14th, and now we're like over a week out from this, and we still haven't had the final inspection done. And he was like, hey, you know what? I understand. I'm going to have guys there today. And everybody showed up today, which is exactly what he said. But that's what you got to do. You know, sometimes you got to look at your contractor and say, hey, look at me. I'm the contractor now. You see what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to step up for your projects. Don't be afraid to get involved. Obviously, you don't want to be like a micromanager or something. Nobody wants to work with a micromanager. But at the same time, if you see your projects going off the rail, like this project is coming up, this is 7 weeks. This is a project that realistically I wanted to have done in 9 weeks. We're not going to hit that. But at this point, I had to really step in and make sure we get some things done. So that's what happened. We got our inspection done. And also an update, I mentioned last time I had the meeting with the Historic Preservation Commission last week for the windows and potentially for the exterior side, and they were pretty chill on the side, and the windows was the main thing. But after some serious grilling, they allowed me to install the vinyl windows. So that's going to save me a lot of money. I'm not going to have to send those back or basically eat the cost of those and then order some new windows that would take another 15 weeks to get here. So that was a blessing. That's done. So the windows should be installed this week. You're going to stop seeing all these boarded up window openings, and then you get some natural light and stuff in here. So we're coming, but I'm going to walk you guys through what just went on with the inspection. I was here when the inspectors were doing the inspection. I would say if you have the opportunity as a investor to be here when inspections are going on, you should be. You'll learn some things. I learn things all the time. I've been doing construction for about 12 years now, working in some aspect of construction from when I interned as a college engineering student to now, and I still learn stuff every day. And so it's one of those things, if you can be here, be here. I was here, so I'm gonna walk you guys through it. So let's get started right now. So we had a couple of issues, nothing too big. A lot of the stuff I think can be done today, if not tomorrow. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff. So right here, you see this plate here, this metal plate. This is to stop sheetrock nails from puncturing this pipe here. So once we have our framing up, and so once we hang the sheetrock on this framing, you don't want to have a nail that would come through and puncture this pipe. So you put these plates up to stop it. And one thing they notated is down here, they want us to add plates on this side and on the back side. So let me show you. So they just want us to add a metal plate like this, so no nails can get through there when we're hanging sheetrock. So that's one of the plumbing issues. And then also they notated, you can see this is a fireproof, like this little foam, and it's basically so if you have a fire that gets started here, it doesn't carry up through the attic. And so there are a couple areas. So for instance, this same pipe here is missing the fireproofing there. So that's one area. And basically any openings you have that are leading up to like your attic, you got to add it. So right here, they're gonna have to add that foam in between these studs here. So that was one of the few things from the plumbing inspection. We finally got our electrical inspection done, and I will show you guys what they notated here. And that's gonna be more, well, I'm sorry, no, not just the electrical inspection. The framing inspection, right? So because we were referring out these walls, the way you do it is you'll add like a nail in here, and then you will attach it to the wall, and you could use like screws or whatever, but a lot of these aren't really secure. So they wanted us to come back with like liquid nails. And that's just to make sure that once you hang the drywall, it's not gonna come down. In these areas, it's not as bad, but where you really, really gotta be cautious about that is in the kitchen. And the reason being is because we're gonna be hanging cabinets on these walls. So they're gonna be wall cabinets. And if these aren't secure, then you could have an issue with like your cabinets fall down once that weight gets added on there. So that's one of the things that they got us on. And then also with the electrical inspections, let's go outside real quick. They mentioned we need to have a receptacle out here in front, which we currently don't. And that's like a code thing. So they're gonna have to add some type of receptacle out here. And that is gonna be another thing. One other issue, I just thought about this one. They mentioned this one to us as well. Let me actually show you. Oh, I'll show you from this side. So with this panel box, all of this wiring, you gotta have some type of staple or bracket. It's usually like a bracket I've seen, and it'll be like 12 inches above your panel box, and it'll secure all those wires to that bracket. And so that's one issue that they notated. One other issue, and this was a mechanical issue. It was just with this insulation, this is like gas line insulation. We gotta have solid insulation for this gas pipe here. And this is feeding into the HVAC. So we have to have that properly insulated. As you can see, there's some insulation missing on that. So that was another thing that they hit us on. So some of my guys are here right now. They're trying to get some of this stuff knocked out, and hopefully we'll be back rolling and can get that final inspection done for our rough end. So that's where we're at right now. I got all my inspections right here. Each trade gives you a different inspection notice, but we got these issues. Nothing too major, so I'm hoping we can get this knocked out relatively quick, because like I said, we are running behind, and I don't like running behind. Financially, it doesn't do well for you because you incur more holding costs from just holding a property for longer, and you're not making money. And you know, it's all the name of the game is make money. So hopefully we get all this stuff done today. I'm hoping we can get this done today and then have these guys at least put in for another inspection by tomorrow, and then have these guys out here before the end of the week. So that's what we're shooting for. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. Next video, we should have windows installed, and hopefully we start having some of our sheetrock put up. So I'll keep you guys posted. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and catch you guys next week. Peace.